Well, guys, I'm very...
You certainly come a long way, D.A. Thanks. Both teams tonight dealing with some injuries. Here's a look at who's out for the evening.
And with both teams at less than full strength, we'll have to see which side is able to remain more effective.
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Jones is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Nurkic in at the pivot spot manning the middle. And for Brooklyn, Harden out there with Brown. Then there's Harris. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. And it's Durant in at the power forward. Nurkic, it's good on the putback.
Well, when you see the hard-working mentality of Nurkic, I mean, love how assertive he is on the offensive boards.
Pass to Harris. Some of the best in the game go at it here tonight, Chris. What an incredible guard matchup we have here in this one.
Oh, Kevin, there are some all-time greats playing at the guard spots these days. It will be a fun matchup to watch.
McCollum banked in off the glass.
And it's encouraging whenever McCollum scores inside, proving that he's more than just a jump shooter.
First quarter, just over a minute played. Pass to Harden. He feeds it to Harris. Shot clock at 5. And that one's good. Durant.
Durant, he's so skilled on the offensive end. He can shoot the long ball, comfortable on the block, drive to the hole, dunk over you, give you the jump hook, post game, turn around. I mean, and look, that time, he makes a play for me.
Harden with it. Lillard picks him up. Here's Brown. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Jones. And here in the first, closing in on 2 minutes play. The pass to Jordan. Brown against Lillard. Brown, good.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you got to bring much faster help than that.
Now here's Lillard. Passes to Jones. Back to Lillard. Outside, Covington. Trailblazers moving the ball around. 5 on the clock. Here's McCollum. Brooklyn with the rebound.
That's the only way to hold him in check. He's got it inside. You got to have a body on him right away.
How about that strong defensive performance for this half's Mobile One block?
And early in a game, these sorts of plays really can set the tone.
Now here's Harden. He kicks it to KD. Shoots over Covington. Durant. That's good. KD's got his second bucket.
And you like the way Durant sizes up what is available on the pick and roll. Saw that he had the space, and he finished it off.
Harden against Lillard. Now here's McCollum. Defense right on him.
Setup's good. That's the shot they're looking for, but you can't get them all to go.
And KD throws it down.
Well, we all saw that coming when KD started cutting to the rim. Beautiful alley-oop finish from Durant.
And drafted 42nd back in 2018 out of Miami, Bruce Brown has shown himself to be a rugged two-way guard.
Yeah, he's a second-round steal. Yeah, he competes at the defensive end of the floor, and the shooting numbers are trending in the right direction.
And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Harden surveying the D. Again, the Nets for 2.
We all marvel at the offensive game of Harden, don't we? I mean, he's excellent at taking advantage of these in-between spots on the floor.
McCollum against Brown. And the basket by McCollum. McCollum's got 6.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
1:06 left in the first quarter of the game. Here's Harden, and the jam by Harden.
Oh, and Harden is just ferocious with his dunk, just ramming it in the defense's face.
McCollum finds Nurkic. Left side, Jones. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. And the Nets with possession here. Brooklyn leading by 4. For 3, Harris. And Jones pulls it down. We'll see if they want to trade 2 for 1 here.
Got to time up that clock to do so.
It's good.
Realizing when the defenders have overcommitted, like how Nurkic looks to hit the open man.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Harden outside. Pass to Durant. To the inside. The shot that time, not on target. Great D that time from Nurkic. Lillard surveying the D. Comes up empty from 19 feet out. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. It's the Nets leading by just.
In the gym trying to work about free throw.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And taking a look at the Nets' performance here, guys, what jumps out to you, stats-wise?
You know, I think they're going to be happy with how they played here early on.
Well, looking at this quarter, they should be. Another quarter like this, and they'll be riding high at halftime.
We've got Irving. Griffin is out there with Green. And it's Claxton in at the 5. So that's the Nets' 5. Here's Simons. Cantor trying to free himself up. A nice shot by Simons. And it's a tie ball game.
Well, he'll take advantage of that kind of soft defense every time. Just give him a chance to attack the basket, and he will.
Pass to Griffin. The pass to Claxton. Shoots over Cantor. Here's Griffin. Excellent D from Cantor.
He usually takes advantage of D like that. Should have been a simple layup.
Powell, the pass to Cantor. Green against Powell. And too long on the shot. And so Griffin will bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. Here's Irving. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Out in the open court, Irving's just too quick, too shifty to contain.
Here's Simons. Feeds it to Cantor. Up and in on the layup.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
We're closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second quarter. Griffin kicks to Luwawu Cabarro. 6 to shoot. Taken away by Anthony. Here we go, one-on-one. Here's Simons. That's in there. Anthony with the assist. Simons has got 4 points now in the quarter.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And how about him not settling? I mean, instead of being lazy with the shot selection, they go right to the rim.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And Brooklyn making a change here. Brown's checked in, and the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Rondé Hollis-Jefferson, he's checked in for McCollum. Right side Irving. Here's Claxton. Good work defensively by Anthony. For Portland, they've gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. Passes it to Simons. Back to Powell. To the left wing. 4 on the clock. Cantor finds Powell. Launches a 3. The shot. No good. Good D by Irving. Brooklyn trailing. To the paint. Taken away by Anthony. Oh, and he pops it off the glass. Wow. Oh, and a fast break for the Nets. Brown's got the ball. And that one, good. Irving's got the game tied up here for the Nets. Greg, as a point guard, you must have had so much fun being surrounded by so much terrific talent at UNLV.
You know, Larry Johnson, Stacey Augmon, I mean, I could go on. And you're right, I was blessed to play alongside these guys. They were incredible talents, finishers. And, you know, you don't always appreciate it going through that moment. But the fact that we're all still close and stay in contact, Man, what an awesome experience to be a part of that team.
The chemistry must have been off. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Lillard against Harden. Lillard outside. That one drops for his second bucket. Mark him 2 for 4.
Well, talking about Lillard, he's so good as a scorer in the paint. I mean, probably just as good as any point guard.
43 seconds left to play in the first half. Outside Durant. And here's Harris from the arc. Good on the triple. Harris has got 5 points so far.
And his shot, I mean, has come around. I mean, for most of the first quarter, it looked like he might be in for a long night.
Lillard fires away from way outside. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own. It's no good. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Yeah, the defender all over.
This is his first free throw of the game. So he gets them both. Now, here's Lillard. Kicks it to McCollum. He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together. They may want to review this one. And we are not going to halftime just yet. Official. Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just...
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back. Well, we know he's a magician on the court. Kenny, has there ever been anyone better? And that's going to do it for us here.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. C.J. McCollum really making a difference here.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
Yeah, the offense looks crisp, and guys are hitting their shots.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. On the court for the Trailblazers, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Nurkic is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Jones in at the 3, the small forward.
Well, you look at the career that Dame Lillard has had so far. Taken 6th in the 2012 draft out of Weber State, a small school, but this guy became a franchise player immediately for the Blazers.
Nurkic finds Lillard. And there's the foul. It'll go on Bruce Brown. That is his first foul of the game. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Here's Jones. And Jones with the stuff.
I like to see this Lillard patient reading the D. He finds the open man.
And it's Harden with the ball for the Brooklyn Nets. They lead by 1. And thinking of Lillard, the numbers over his career are incredible.
And Lillard found his strength as a shooter, and boy, did he exploit it. He's been averaging 20 points per game almost his entire career, and he's kept adding to his game as one of the elite players in our league.
McCollum deciding where to go with it. The shot goes down, and it gets this game back to even. McCollum's got 11.
Well, and sometimes you just got to assume every three McCollum is going to take is going to go in.
Brown dishes to Harden. Jordan the pass to Harden. Back to Jordan. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
Well, it's easy to see how Harden's been the league's top assist man before. I mean, he makes the special feed.
Pass to Nurkic. McCollum outside. And another three for Portland.
Nice and steady so far in the second half. They're 3 for 4.
The Nets have gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. Brown the pass to Harden. And Harden with the stop. Guys, close one here. No team getting a huge advantage.
Yeah, tooth and nail fight so far, guys. These sides match up really well.
The shot by Lillard wide open. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
Brown outside. Jones against Harden. Shakes him. And the layup is up and in. Harden's got it all tied up now for Brooklyn.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
We've got 1:48 left in the third quarter. To the middle. Here's McCollum. Over Brown. McCollum no good.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Inside. Here's Jordan. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
And that's what Jordan does best. An extremely lethal dunker.
Now Lillard. He has 7. And a wide open look for McCollum. No good from outside. The Nets have gotten 6 of their 7 shots to go down in this quarter. What a fantastic start to the half. Brown, good.
Mr. Everything. Durant can score it, pass it, do what you want to do. He can defend at a high level. It's so fun watching him play.
Lillard fires away from way outside. Portland again missing. Nets leading by 4. Outside Jordan. Back to Harris. A 3 ball. And it's Portland with the rebound.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
And the dunk by Covington. There's 31 seconds left to play in the third. And so they choose to intentionally foul. A platoon swap here for Brooklyn. There's 25 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Irving double team. Pass to Claxton. Right side Griffin. Just 5 to shoot. Green the pass to Claxton. Irving for 3. And Cancer pulls it down. Here's Simons. Can't connect.
I like how Irving gets after it on defense. Use his speed to stick with his man and make life difficult for him.
It's still any... And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
No, it's quick decision making. You see a guy open, you can't hesitate. That's an outstanding play right there.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. They've got Griffin, Harden out there with Kyrie Irving. And it's Green, and it's Claxton in at the 4 spot. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. The kick out to Irving. And that's good off the glass that time. Irving's got the lead up to 4 now for Brooklyn.
And the feel Irving has for the mid-range game, effective at working this area of the court.
And the Nets making a change here. Uwawu's checked in, and Portland with a change here too. Hollis Jefferson's checked in. Simons surveying the D. Good work there as it goes.
And love the muscle Anthony brings to the 3 spot. Takes pride in outworking everyone when he's that deep inside.
Left side, Irving. Outside, Green. Three-pointer. Irving can't get it to go. And for the Trailblazers, they're shooting 53% from the floor. They're locked in. Here's Griffin. That shot misses. Anthony with the defensive effort. Here's Simon. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
This is why they go to him. When the game is tight, he ups his intensity level.
Griffin passes to Green. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one. And, yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Yep, that one goes in there. Anthony's got the game tied up here for Portland.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Ball stolen. Hollis Jefferson passes to Simons. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
Last thing they want to be doing right now is giving away possessions. I mean, turnovers can kill you in this kind of game.
So both teams making some changes here. The Nets have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the 4th quarter. And they go to the intentional foul. Irving's checked in for Bruce Brown. Carmelo Anthony, he's checked in for Portland. McCollum comes in for Norman Powell. Irving against Lillard. The 3 from Harden. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Lillard left side. Kicks it out to Jones. And here's Anthony for 3. And it's James Harden with the rebound. And so it's Harden bringing it up for Brooklyn. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Irving from long range. And again, it's the Nets missing. Trailblazers have gone 3 of 5 here in the 4th quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Lillard, the pass to McCollum. Down low, here's Cantor.
I don't think pressure bothers Cantor that much. He remains calm and collected in the game's biggest moment.
1:32 left to play here in the 4th. Harden goes straight to the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. That one's on Anthony.
I mean, and these are the kinds of shots this team expects Harden to hit regularly. I mean, just such a talented offensive player.
Wrong guy to put on the line in the close game. You know he's not going to miss.
Lillard outside. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. And the Trailblazers lead by 2.
And he just seems to always deliver in the clutch. And he's got it going right now. That's who they want taking the big shot.
Back to Irving for the 3. Carmelo Anthony grabs the board. For Portland, they've gone 5 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the 4th. Strong work at that end of the floor. McCollum against Harris. Now the pass to Jones. Back to McCollum. Just 5 on the clock. 41 seconds left here in the 4th quarter. The critical possession right here.
Crowd on pins and
Oh, the power on that throw down.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
That's why they put the ball in his hands. They know they can count on him to make crucial shots.
23 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And Lillard kicks to Jones. Kicks it out to Lillard. Misses the three. Now here's KD, the fast break opportunity. Oh, and James Harden throws it down hard.
It's winning time. Harden knows his job description.
Now a timeout called by Portland. They're behind by 2. 8 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Is what's your take?
Big chance here to tie it with a bucket.
Or they could take the lead if they play for the 3. Interesting decision.
And now let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, James Harden.
Yeah, and his percentage from the field tonight, just amazing. He hadn't just been gunning. He's been picking his spots, and you need that kind of patience and discipline to shoot as well as he has.
And Lillard is known for being a clutch shooter. He's the guy they go to. He's the guy they believe in.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. Here's Irving. Got it!
Come on, Irving is a terrific clutch shooter. He welcomes any chance he can to sink these type of shots.
Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's going to do it. Now it's
Kevin, thanks.
DA, thanks a lot. And a look at the status here of both teams' injured players and who will not be in the lineup.
And with both teams at less than full strength, we'll have to see which side is able to remain more effective.
Here are the five for the Clippers. They've got Jackson. Morris is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Paul George. And it's Zubats in at the 5 down low. And for the Nets, Jordan is out there with Durant. Then there's Harris. Then it's Harden, and it's Brown in at the 2 spot. To the inside, stolen by Jackson. And pushing it up, here's the Clippers. Leonard's got the ball, and that one is good from Zubac.
I mean, a great look by Kawhi, aware of what the defense is trying to do, understands the spacing.
Brown the pass to Harden. Terrific, talented backcourts tonight. Greg, did it ever add anything for you playing across another top-level guard?
Listen, it raises the stakes, no doubt about it. You always want the opportunity to play against the best because you want to see where you stand. But in the end, even when you know a guy's better than you, and you're going to have that be the case a lot of nights, you still know that you will have an ability to impact the outcome when it comes to winning. And that's where you have to keep your focus.
You know, when you look at the MVP race each year, most of the candidates were drafted in the top 5, but somehow Kawhi lasted to number 15.
Now here's Durant. Shoots off the step back. Good as the jump shot falls.
And he's not going to miss many of those, especially that wide open.
And early on, if you're him, you just want to see the ball go through the net and get into some kind of rhythm.
Stolen by Harden. And here comes Harden, leading the fast break. Pass to KD. Stolen by George. The drive by Jackson. Outside, George. Out to Morris. Pass to George. 5 to shoot. Basket counts.
So comfortable in pick and roll. Paul George is a top-level ball handler who consistently makes the right play.
Now here's Harden. The pass to Durant. Inside, here's Jordan. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
My goodness, how about that miss? I mean, that's 2 easy points that they just given away.
Great hustle by Paul, using his speed in the open court, and then, of course, he's an excellent finisher.
Now, here is Harden. Dishes it to KD. From down in the low post, it goes.
Attacking the heart of the defense, Durant on the finishing end of a smart play design.
George against Brown. George with the bounce pass. Leonard. That shot off. Some solid defense from Harris. Brown with it. Guarded now by Jackson. Durant dishes to Jordan. Harris looking it over. Back to Jordan. Leonard against Harden. Here's the pass to Jordan. Rebound by the Clippers. Now the Clippers moving it up. Leonard, no luck.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Outside for Durant. Feeds to Jordan. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And the arms of DeAndre just never end. He is a real threat to score, and the defense has to take him seriously.
And a new group in for the Nets. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for Durant. Green comes in for Joe Harris. Luwawu Cabarro, he's checked in for Bruce Brown. And Irving subbed in for James Harden.
That was excellent contest, preventing him from making something that's usually automatic.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
He is just unwilling to settle. He gets right to the rim and makes sure they come away with points.
Here's Rondo, following the bucket by the Nets. And the layup's good off the glass.
And the strength of Rondo finishing through contact.
Outside Irving. Passes it to Griffin. To the paint, here's Jordan, and DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
This is who you want leading that play. A sure passer with great awareness.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Cousins finds Kennard. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. Back to Cousins. Launches it. And it's Luke Kennard with the three.
We've seen Kennard steadily increase his three-point shots. Terrific accuracy here.
Irving looking for an opening. And he makes that one.
This is why you're trying to get him as many touches as possible. He's got the knack.
And that does it for the first quarter. Clippers ahead, up 4. Recently, we spoke with Patrick Beverley about his throwback.
Old school basketball, you know.
Now, pound for pound, Greg, Beverley may be the most physical player in the league.
And he also gets in your head. It's a combination that allows him to get stops against guys as big as Kevin Durant.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1/4 of action so far. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
Well, they use the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
You know this, the team that dictates the pace typically rules the roost. We see that here early on.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. Setting the floor for the Clippers. Patrick Beverley out there with Kennard. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins. Then there's Batum. And it's Oturu in at the power forward.
An underrated aspect of Griffin's game, his tremendous instincts on the glass.
Beverley, the pass to Cousins. Back to Beverley. Pass to Kennard. Takes the three. Blake Griffin pulls it in. And so it's Irving. He brings it up for the Brooklyn Nets. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. Here's Beverley. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
That's a nice read. The value of keeping your eyes up.
Boy, Greg, there is a lot to like offensively for Luke Kennard.
I tell you, he can shoot it. He's a crafty finisher and really improving as a passer. The question mark is the defensive end. 6'5" in height and wingspan, not elite tool, so he's got to get by on his instincts and his anticipation.
Here's Beverley following the basket by Blake Griffin. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. And Beverley kicks to Kennard. Down to 5 on the shot clock. No good from outside. Got the defender off his feet with the pump fake, but couldn't knock it down. Irving drives in. They now take the lead. Irving's got the lead up to 2 now for Brooklyn.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Kennard for 3. And it's Griffin with the rebound.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
They kick it out to Green. They get it again. A 3. Still looking for his first make after that miss. He's 0 for 2. Batum attacking, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to be on Blake Griffin.
And Batum brings length and a versatile game to his spot on the wing, and his defense always a big asset for this team. He's the kind of player that everybody needs to have out there, kind of a glue guy.
And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. Outside Jordan. Harden left side. Outside Durant. Down low. Here's Jordan, and DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
That's what DeAndre is out there to do. Dropping the hammer is his specialty.
Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played, Jackson dishes to George. Fires from deep. The shot misses. And Brooklyn will now go the other way with it.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Clippers have gone 1 of 6 from the field in the second quarter. It's been a rough period so far. Batum wide open. He finds no luck that time in the shot that would have put them on top. The Nets have gotten just over 50% of their shots to drop here in the second quarter. They're 5 for 9. And the shot is good.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Now, here is George. 50 seconds left in the first half. He kicks it to Jackson. Zubac's in the post. Guarded by Jordan. Lets it go from 11. Second chance shot. Pass to Batum. All alone. And it's Durant with the rebound.
The defense was begging him to take that shot, and he took the bait, but you can't blame him.
And the Clippers making a switch here. Leonard's checked in. Harden outside. And there's the pass to Jordan. Here's Durant. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. Now it's a 6-point Nets lead. Here's George. High post, Zubac. George passes to Leonard. That falls. Nice feed that time from George. Leonard's got 5 points so far.
Excellent pass, Pete.
Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. Brooklyn found themselves in a close game in the first. They were in a 7-point hole at one stage. That's all for now.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. We've seen Kevin Durant really having a great game.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
And it's not like everything's been at the rim. There's been a number of jump shots along the way.
Durant is out there with Joe Harris. Then there's Brown. Then it's Jordan. And it's Harden in at the point. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. They're great talkers over the years. Trash talkers on the floor in this league. You think they do it more to get themselves going, Greg? Or do they do it with the purpose of getting under their opponent's skin?
And Kevin, that's a great question. And believe it or not, you see both. I've seen guys who do it to get under your skin, and I've also seen guys that do it for their own benefit. That's how they derive their confidence. And so it's about you figuring out what works for you. I've seen some guys, they don't say smack. They don't say a word during the course of the game, but they will cut your heart out. So it's just about what fits your personality in terms of making you play your best.
Well, I'm glad you don't trash talk here on 2K, Greg. I'll tell you that right.
No, we don't do that.
So smart with the ball in his hands. George reads the floor well and takes advantage of what's there.
Harden finds KD. Pass to Jordan. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
Well, overall, they're the team getting the better looks here in this second half.
For them, the first half was maybe more of a filling out process. Now it's winning time.
Now here's Leonard. He has 5.
Impeccable timing on the rejection. Jordan takes pride in his defensive capabilities.
And the wide open shot from Morris. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Leonard's got 3 assists now in this one. Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. Pass to Durant. On the wing, Harris. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Harris has got the lead back up to 10 now for the Nets. Outside, George. Outside, Leonard. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
I'll tell you what, when Kawhi knifes his way to the rim, it's next level.
Nets leading by 8. Harden scanning the floor. Outside Durant. Harden outside. Back to KD. Over Morris. And KD the bucket on the assist by Harden. KD's got the lead up to 10 now for Brooklyn. Outside Leonard. Jordan with the rebound. Jordan's got 4 rebounds in this game.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Harden gets the bucket.
Yeah, you got your shooters and you have your scorers, but James Harden is both.
Outside, George. We've gone about 3.5 minutes. Oh, that was something else.
Insane move by Paul George, a high flyer who can create in midair.
Outside Durant. The tray. Brooklyn now working with a new shot clock.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Jackson dishes to George. 51 seconds left here in the third quarter. Misses the mark. His third miss of the game. 4 for 7 now. Here's Jordan, and DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
A burst of speed coming from DeAndre Jordan. He is so athletic.
Leonard draws the double. Inside. Stolen by Harden. It's stolen by Morris. George against Harden. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. And here's Morris for 3. Drills the three-pointer. Morris has got 6 in the quarter.
Wow, something's brewing, guys. The three-pointers just continue to flow.
Durant deciding where to go with it. Offensive rebound.
Yeah, this is Jordan's mindset, trying to extend the play and convert that effort into points.
And here's Leonard from 3. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And as we end the third quarter, a double. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
This is what you need, your food. Take charge, lead by example, unselfish play.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. And the Clippers, looking at who they've got, we've got Luke Kennard, DeMarcus Cousins out there with Batum, and it's Rajon Rondo, and it's man in at the 3 spot. Here's Irving after Rajon Rondo's bucket. Outside Griffin. And Griffin slams it in.
That is in Blake Griffin's DNA, dunking on guys.
Rondo passes to Kennard. Back to Rondo. 6 on the shot clock. And he comes up with the deuce.
What marvelous handles by Rondo, really pulling the carpet out from the defense.
Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. Irving finds Griffin. Outside Irving. On the wing, Green. Back to Irving. Shoots the 3. Doesn't go for him.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
Pass to man for 3. Rebounded by the Nets. They've led by as many as 14 points. Irving against Rondo. Irving misses.
Wow, that's one you just kind of assume is going in. Tough luck.
Man passes to Cousins. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. Oh, and a fast break for the Nets. The kick out to Irving. They shoot again. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. And the Nets lead by 13.
The thing about Kyrie, he has great natural balance when setting up for the jumper.
High post Cousins. Outside for Rondo. And the pass to Man. Batum with the bounce pass. Cousins gets himself open and drills it.
Brute strength of Cousins. Defenders draped all over him, and he simply brushes them off.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Batum against Griffin. Passes it to Llewellyn. From the arc. And no good. Clippers trail by 11.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Man can't hit. The Nets have gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6, and the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. Greg, in New York, you obviously played in a number of championship contending teams. What do the Knicks have to do to get back to that field, that kind of team?
Well, listen, it starts with stability across the board, but mainly that means at the top. And you got to give this new front office, this new regime, an opportunity. I think they got some good young pieces, but title contenders are not in a constant state of flux right now. They've got to take their baby steps here and start moving in the right direction.
Like you say, it does begin in the front office. Now Leonard, after the missed 3 from KD.
Right there, that is poise of Kawhi Leonard, just taking what the defense gives him.
Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Now Irving. Pass to Harden. Back to Irving. The Nets need to get a shot off here. And the Nets miss again. And Morris has got the ball here for Los Angeles. Here in the fourth, they've allowed just 4 points. Brooklyn's gone ice cold from three-point land, 0-4 since the start of the final quarter. Here's Irving. It's not going to go for him. So the Clippers will take it the other way. Out to Morris, and the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Here's Irving. Harden outside. Trying to end the drought, and it's good for 2. And the Nets lead by 11.
And you know they feel good giving their fans a show here while taking care of business.
They're going to win by a nice margin. The effort was there all night.
And watch out, you don't bring the whole basket down on top of you, young fella.
I don't think he ever wanted to let go of the rim. For 3, Durant. He doesn't hit that one. Good work defensively by Morris. Here's George. No good. And so it's Brooklyn with the win. All right, David, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it. Welcome, sports fans. Thanks for joining us. DA, take it away.
Kevin, thanks very much. We have all heard the rumor.
All right, David, thank you. And they'll have some minutes to make up for with an injury in their roster.
Compensating for the absence of a key player can be difficult, but they've got to hold strong.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday, and it's Lopez in at the 5, down low. Bucks get the first points of the ballgame. Here's Durant, and misses it off the right side of the rim.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one. And as expected, Kevin Durant sitting out all of last season, recovering from the Achilles injury. Glad to see him back on the floor.
I agree with you, and it was absolutely a no-brainer for Kevin to sit out the season. That type of injury, you give it all the time you need, and the Nets knew that. They knew when the deal was done that he was going to most likely miss the season. And yet, they did the right thing, and when you have a guy like KD, you want to make sure you're not rushing him back. You want him fully ready when it's time for him to go.
DiVincenzo finds Holiday. Now here's Lopez, guarded by Jordan. Lopez, no luck.
Yeah, he just flat out tricked that one, missed it, and has no one to blame but himself.
And yes, it's good.
You know, they get it to Durant because they trust him. They've got great confidence in him finishing in the open court.
And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. The pass to Giannis. And there's the foul. It'll go on Bruce Brown. That's his first foul. For 3, Middleton. Brooklyn with the rebound.
That's another miss. Already they've missed 3 out of 4 to start.
You know, right now they're just 1 for 5. Rough start so far.
DiVincenzo passes to Giannis. And it's sent back by KD.
KD's defense has really taken a huge step forward. I mean, excellent at blocking shots now, and he's a better help defender. Man, he's putting that reach to good use on the defensive end.
The shot by Middleton, wide open, and good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
He does not lack for confidence, and he shouldn't. I mean, this guy is a dangerous scorer.
Pass to Harden. Oh, and James Harden throws it down hard.
And Harden, an absolutely vicious dunker. Terrific at bouncing towards the rim for the epic throwdown.
Holiday surveying the floor. Middleton left side. Lopez left side. Now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game. Well, Greg, with your son getting drafted, you joined the ranks of some historic NBA father-son duos.
You know, I got the opportunity to play with Arvydas Sabonis in Portland, and remember DeMontis as a little kid.
No
now
kidding.
He's an all-star last year. And, you know, I think you're going to have an influx of that in the coming years. Dwayne Wade's son's a terrific player. We know about LeBron's son's ability. He's possibly heading to the league one day. You just never know. I'm as a dad that's going to get the opportunity to watch his son play excited, but I think you're going to see more of this in the future.
Cole and Greg Anthony. I like the way that sounds. Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Griffin's checked in for Durant. Green comes in for Joe Harris. Luwawu Cabarro, he's checked in for Bruce Brown. And Kyrie Irving subbed in for James Harden. Here is Forbes. .59 seconds left in the first quarter. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on Kyrie Irving.
Now, it's really interesting to note that Forbes went to the same high school in Detroit as a certain friend of ours. I think the guy's name I'm thinking about here is Chris Webber.
Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Jordan. The Bucks also with the sub. Bobby Portis is checked in for Chris Middleton. Luwawu, the pass to Irving. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
All Irving needs is just a little room to convert, and he's good to go.
Here is Forbes. We've got 28 seconds left to play in the first. Just 5 to shoot. No good that time. Good D by Irving. The Nets with the lead. Green dishes to Griffin. Passes it to Claxton. Here's Luwawu. To the wing on the left. Baseline jumper. And that one goes long. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. It's the Nets up 1. Live from Brooklyn. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And taking a look at the Nets' performance here, guys, what jumps out to you, stats-wise?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. Setting the floor for the Nets. They've got Griffin. Kyrie Irving is out there with Brown. And it's Green. And it's Claxton in at the 4. Forbes the pass to Portis. And Portis throws it down.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
Pass to Claxton. Brown feeling it out a bit. Now the pass to Claxton. And down it goes, jamming that one home. We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum.
Pass to Tucker. Portis with it. Defended by Griffin. Griffin against Portis. Puts the move on. The shot will not fall. So Brooklyn will take it the other way. Brown the pass to Griffin. Trying to find Irving. He's got it now. 2 points. That one goes. Irving's got the lead up to 3 now for Brooklyn.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need the basket.
And taken away by Brown. One-on-one fast break. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Now it's a 5-point Brooklyn lead.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Forbes the pass to Connaughton. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
Sometimes, for whatever reason, a lot of times you don't know why. It takes a little while to work the knots out, but it looks like they're putting it together right now.
Green kicks to Irving. 4 on the shot clock. The Nets need to get a shot off here. Claxton no good. Bucks trail by 3. Here's Middleton. They get it back. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And, you know, that's the hustle and nose for the ball that P.J. Tucker possesses. You've got to get a body on him.
Brown outside. Griffin dishes to Irving. Pass to Claxton. Here's Griffin. No good off the back of the rim. The Bucks have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Here's Connaughton. Kicks it to Tucker. The Bucks working the ball around. Middleton against Green. A clear look here for Middleton. A miss that time would have put him up.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Right side, Griffin. Pass to Irving. Beyond the arc. It's rebounded by Portis.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Connaughton passes to Forbes. Off target with his 3. The Nets shooting a mediocre 41% in this one. Finished off the break. Irving's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
You know, nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court.
Here's Connaughton. And there's the feed to Tucker. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. The Bucks also changing it up. Giannis Antetokounmpo's checked in for Portis. Dante DiVincenzo comes in for Pat Connaughton. And it's Holiday in for Bryn Forbes. Here's Llewellyn. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Harris kicks to Harden. Stolen by Middleton.
And no need to rush this. Let the clock run down.
Yeah, don't give them another possession here.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Exactly. I mean, when you're running neck to neck, those kinds of mistakes tip the scales.
And here's KD for 3. Unable to get that one. And that'll do it for the first.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
It is a good game. Brooklyn found themselves in a close game in the first. They ended the period holding on to. That's all for now.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Kyrie Irving really making a difference here.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
And on the floor for Mike Budenholzer starting the second half. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday, and it's Antetokounmpo in at the small forward position. Harden finds Harris. Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the miss. And it's Antetokounmpo with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. It's a 1-point game. Now DiVincenzo. And he makes good on the layup. DiVincenzo's got the first bucket of the third here for the Bucks. We know how important the draft is, Greg. It can shape an organization. Talk about some of the best draft day deals of the last couple decades. There have been a lot of them.
Oh, there have been a few. I mean, just coming to mind here recently. How about when Kawhi was traded to the Spurs? That was a huge get. Go back
George
to how
Hill.
about Kobe going to the Lakers? Mikal and Parrish coming to the Celtics. I mean, we've seen that happen quite a bit. And I tell you what, boy, it can really transform a franchise's future.
Holiday dishes to Giannis. And the dunk by Giannis.
Absolutely awesome to watch Antetokounmpo rise up for these throwdowns. I mean, it's really quite easy for him.
The pass to Harris. Takes a 3. Rebound, Milwaukee.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Giannis passes to Holiday. Back to Giannis. Feeds it to Lopez. And there's the foul. It'll go on Bruce Brown. That'll be his second foul of the game. The Nets making a switch here. Luwawu's checked in. And Milwaukee also making a switch. Connaughton's checked in. And a chance there to look back at the stunning Mobile 1 block a moment ago.
And read the play perfectly. Gets himself in the air at the right moment. Terrific denial.
Lopez outside. Milwaukee, no good that time either. Nets trail by 3. Got a piece of it.
Boy, an awful beginning to this half, guys, missing their first 4 attempts.
Now the Bucks moving it up. And the wide open shot from DiVincenzo. No good on the 3. In transition, here come the Nets. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
You know, you look at Durant, I don't think he gets enough credit for his passing. He's excellent at getting the rock to his guys.
And the Bucks making a change here. Middleton's checked in. Here's Giannis. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Goes up on the block. The kick out to Holiday. Clock at 6. Here's Lopez, and he banks in the layup. And the Bucks lead by 2.
Taking it strong. Nice finish by the big fella. Way to get after it, Lopez.
Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Luwawu, the pass to Harden. And again, no good by Brooklyn. The Bucks have gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter, 50% from the field.
Man, what a special player Antetokounmpo is, sharing the sugar there. The vision he showed, nice job finding the open man.
Harden kicks to Jordan. Jacks up a 3. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Bucks leading by 4.
And Clark, when you look at the footwork of James Harden, arguably some of the best in the history of this league.
And you know, Greg, he studied the greats. I mean, he loved Ginobili's.
Oh, what a play!
Boy, DeAndre Jordan still able to throw down these fantastic dunks. And he loves when he gets a chance to do so.
Holiday, the pass to Middleton. Lets it go with a 3. Brooklyn with the rebound. They have a chance to go 2 for 1 here.
Well, let's see how they play the clock.
So they take the lead. Harris has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
You know, knocking down the 3 guys, that's one of the premier three-point gunners in the NBA, Joe Harris.
Outside Holiday, and he lobs it up toward the rim, takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down. Neither side has relented a bit in this back-and-forth affair.
And you can sense the energy in the building already as this game is starting to build towards having a terrific finish.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks, and then Durant with the dunk.
Boy, using this momentum to his advantage when Durant takes off towards the rim, watch out below.
And here's Holiday, still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him.
Savvy play from Holiday. Quick thinking helps him get the ball to the wide open man.
Harden with it, and it's good, but hold on. The officials may want to look at that one on the replay monitor. Well, we thought the third quarter was over, but it turns out the officials are going to review the play to see if he released the ball before. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. It's the Nets. They lead by 1. And we're just moments away from the start of the fourth quarter. Stay with us. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
Terrific versatility coming from a big man. Not something that the majority of big guys possess.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. Green is out there with Griffin. Then there's Irving. Then it's Harden, and it's Claxton in at the center, filling out the middle. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Luwawu Cabarrot, he's checked in for the Nets. And Milwaukee also making a switch. Connaughton's checked in. Holiday against Irving. Holiday, the pass to Connaughton. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Cutting into that deficit now, well within striking distance.
Boy, time to tighten it up on defense. A stop here would be huge.
Here's Luwawu. Irving up top, guarded by Holiday. Middleton against Green. Back to Irving. Lets it fly. Milwaukee with the rebound. Portis has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
Middleton can't get it to go. The Nets with the lead. Lets it fly from 18. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And Blake Griffin is just an incredible athlete, explosive and great balance and mobility, powerful. A big guy who can flat out throw it down, but he also can pass it too.
Brook Lopez is checked in for the Bucks.
And really, if not for the miss, they'd be sitting in a much better position.
Now here is Holiday. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Bruce Brown, he's checked in for the Nets. The Bucks also changing it up. Giannis, he's checked in for Chris Middleton. And it's Teagan for Drew Holiday. Irving for 3. A rebound by the Bucks. Antetokounmpo's got 4 rebounds in this game. Green kicks to Irving. The Nets working the ball around now. From deep three-point range. That shot no good. The Bucks trail. Here's Giannis. He nails it, and we're tied up.
Boy, the added work in the weight room for Giannis coming into play there. I mean, you got to send an army to try to stop this guy.
To the right side. Claxton the pass to Irving. It's a very good look and converts. And the Nets lead by 2.
Yes, indeedy. Irving giving you much in the clutch.
Teague dishes to Giannis. And they double up Giannis. To the left side wing. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
You know, feeling very comfortable taking a big shot when his team needs it. That's a sign of how Antetokounmpo has matured recently.
Moving against Teague. On the wing, Green. To Claxton. It's hauled in by Giannis. Giannis has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Jordan, he's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Durant comes in for Blake Griffin. There's a check in for Jeff Green. And it's James Harden in for Bruce Bryant. Harden finds Durant. Lopez with the block. And here we go, the fast break with Giannis. It's good. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Bucks.
You know, block shots, guys, a clear indicator on the stat sheet of their excellent defense. I mean, leaving them no room to get off any shots.
Yeah, but they've also done a great job of playing in space, getting out in transition every opportunity.
On the wing, Harris. Lopez covering. And again, it's the Nets missing. And it's Antetokounmpo with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Bucks. They've only given up 5 points here in the 4th quarter. So the first one drops, and that puts them up by 5.
Hey, if you had a list of the most athletic players in the NBA and did a roll call, it would be not long before you got to Antetokounmpo. The Greek Freak is the real deal.
Good! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
Well, Durant knows the team looks to him for this. These kinds of moments, the intensity of the moment never rattles.
And there's a whistle. That's going to go on James Harden. So that will be his 2nd foul of the game. We're in the bonus. We'll go to the line to shoot 2.
It definitely has the respect of the locker room. Holiday is someone that players enjoy playing with.
Those free throws are the nail in the coffin, guys.
On the wing, Irving. It's up a 3. He can't get it to go. And so the Bucks take the win. This was all. David, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks. Hey, Dave.
Kevin, thanks.
Thanks, David. Not many teams have the personnel, Greg, to work the ball through the post, but that's what we're going to see plenty of tonight. These two teams can do it.
No doubt, Kevin. It can really add a dimension to your offense, and it creates different rotations defensively, especially when you've got someone down low that's going to demand a double team. And so I'm interested to see, in essence, some old school basketball in terms of how teams rotate out of that post.
I am too. So the next starting five. Jordan is out there with Durant. Then it's Harden. Then there's Brown. And it's Harris in at the 3 spot. And for the Trailblazers, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Nurkic is out there with Robert Covington. And it's Jones in at the 3.
A comfort zone of Jordan's. The closer he is to the rim, the more efficient he becomes.
Harden against Lillard. The pass to Nurkic. Outside Covington. Here's Lillard. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
Once Lillard hits the ground running, he's ready to throw it down. The D has got to step in front of him to prevent that.
Harden outside. The wide open look for Durant. And he's good on the 3 ball.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from D.
Lillard outside. Nurkic against Jordan. Here's Lillard. Oh, that was an impressive throwdown.
Oh, it's easy to forget about Lillard's hops. I mean, this guy has some sick dunks up his sleeve.
Harden right side. Outside Durant. Brown inside. He's guarded by Nurkic. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Now here's Harden.
Their movement is good, and they get the ball into the right hand. Now, usually he drops those in between jumpers.
And you look at Robert Covington, first team all-defense in 2018, the kind of versatile stopper that every team in the league could use.
And here's Harden, following the 3-pointer by C.J. McCollum. Back to Harden. There's the dish to Harris. KD on the wing. 5 to shoot. Here's the 3. That one's no good. 0 of 1 to begin the game. Fires from 14. And Damian Lillard with the bucket on the assist by McCollum. And Covington maybe not a star, but he's a winning player. We've seen that.
And the perfect example of that 3-and-D role player. Can guard 4 or 5 positions and can definitely sling it from outside.
Will it go? And the basket by Harden.
No, the bearded one cannot be intimidated. No matter how much contact Harden takes, he'll still find a way to fit it.
Lillard, the pass to McCollum. Back to Lillard. There's the 3. Hits the 3-point bomb. Lillard's got 9 points.
Oh, great ball movement there.
1:32 left in the first quarter. Passes to KD. It's good.
I'm not sure what you're supposed to do as a defender when Durant drives. I'm just glad I never have to deal with it.
Now Lillard. 9 points in the game so far. 1:06 left here in the first quarter. And shot on the way. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. 11 points in the game.
Some players might wear down during this kind of run. He's only getting straight.
Pass to Durant. Here's Harden. And the jam by Harden.
Oh, just exceptional focus from Harden on the drive, knowing that the D can't stop him no matter what they do.
Lillard, the pass to McCollum. Nurkic kicks to Lillard. Pass to McCollum. Back to Lillard. The three. It's hauled in by Kevin Durant. Nets trail by 3. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Harris passes to Jordan. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Jordan's got his second basket of the game.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Lillard looking around. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And still a close game as the when Damian Lillard's in the flow, there is no stopping him.
I think in the past, anytime I got...
Greg, this is why they say there's no substitute for experience.
And I agree. And, you know, sometimes guys need to learn to be more selfish at times. You also learn, if it ain't broke, keep going with it. Ride the hot hand.
And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And taking a look at the Trailblazers' performances, what do you think they're doing or not doing?
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
Oh, yeah, love the ball movement so far. Everything clicking at the offensive end.
On the court right now, second quarter starting for the Nets. Luwawu is out there with Kyrie Irving. Then there's Green, then there's Griffin, and it's Claxton in at the center position. Irving passes to Luwawu. Back to Irving. That one drops for him. Irving's got the opening field goal of the second quarter for the Nets.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Cantor kicks to Anthony. Here's Simons. Tries again. There's the pass to Pop. Griffin inside. Alice Jefferson's there. Irving with the ball. Cantor covering. Here's Claxton. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint. And Blake Griffin, the combination of power and agility, that guy is a handful inside.
Yes, yeah, he can finish with either hand. He favors that right block, and he's got an array of moves down there. Yes.
Now, here's Cantor. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him.
Yeah, plenty of power behind Cantor's inside moves. Helps him overcome whatever D he encounters.
And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Irving dishes to Green. Pass to Luwawu. Brooklyn needs to get off a shot here. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. And that one hits back iron. Portland trailing here. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Pass to Simons. Now here's Hollis Jefferson. Not a lot of room. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. A.J. McCollum, he's checked in for Portland. Kevin Durant, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Bruce Brown comes in for Luwawu Cabarro. Irving with it. Griffin down low, covered by Anthony. 1 up, 1 down, 2 points with his first shot this game.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Hollis Jefferson's checked in. The drive by Green. Here's Claxton. He drains it from the right block. Now it's a 5-point Nets lead. Teams have dynasties. The 90s, Michael Jordan. We've seen it over the many decades. Over the next decade, though, who do you think's going to lead the pack there?
Ooh, that's a great question. You know, with the way Father Time is treating LeBron, you might have to wait and see because he is still playing at such a high level. But, you know, obviously Giannis has got to be on the short list with the Bucks. For me, I really look at Luka in Dallas. I just feel like with Kristaps Porzingis, that duo could just be deadly with how the game is played. But don't sleep on the Celtics with Tatum and Brown and that group that they have, with the front office they have. Man, I think the league overall is going to be in great shape moving forward.
It sure seems that way.
Well, Lillard is such a crafty finisher. Even when he takes a pounding, he sticks with it.
There's 1:17 left to play here in the second quarter. Here is Harden. Durant at the elbow. A step-back shot here. Rebound by Nurkic. Trailblazers trail by 4 to the inside. Covington. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. McCollum's got his 5th assist in this one. And here's Harden. He dishes it to Harris. On the wing, Brown. Outside, KD. And then Durant with the jam.
And every step of Durant on the drives covers so much ground. You know he's looking to finish that play with the dunk.
Lillard against Harden. Lillard, the pass to Covington. Brown against McCollum. And out of bounds as the Nets gain possession. Sixteen seconds left in the first half of basketball. Harden finds Durant. Back to Harden. Here's Jordan. And no good on the last second attempt this time. Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. Brooklyn found themselves in a close game in the first. They didn't get more than a 1 possession.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. We're seeing a tremendous game from Damian Lillard.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Yeah, working the ball, getting clean, quality looks. I mean, just efficient basketball through and through.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. On the floor for Portland. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Jones. And it's Nurkic in at the center. So it's Portland now, following the bucket by the Nets.
McCullough is fantastic at running the screen and roll. He knows how to use the pick to get space to shoot.
Now here's Brown. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Now Harden. The three-pointer, no good.
And see, Webb, the strength and conditioning of James Harden, something I'm not certain everybody has an appreciation for.
Yeah, and to your point, back in high school, despite leading Artesia to back-to-back state championships, Harden dealt with asthma and was frankly out of shape. Over the years, dedication to diet and training, that enabled him to reach new heights.
Here is Harden, following the score by Damian Lillard. And the jam by Harden.
Oh, and Harden is just ferocious with his dunk, just ramming it in the defense's face.
And so Lillard will bring it up for the Trailblazers. Just over a minute and a half have passed here in the third quarter. Kicks it out to McCollum. Just 4 to shoot. Lays it up off the glass. McCollum's got 4 points this quarter.
Rock solid start for him. I mean, they're 3 for 3 since coming out of the locker room.
Brown against McCollum. Now here's Harden. Defense is right there. Durant deciding where to go with it. Shoots over Covington, and no good. Trying to use the glass. For Portland, they've gone 3 of 3 from the field since halftime. Lillard attacking. That doesn't go on the chance to tie.
Oh, that's their first shot of the half that hasn't found a mark. It's been a good start for them.
Nurkic with the block.
This is the impact Nurkic makes on the defensive end. Effective at reaching out and stifling shooters.
The Nets with the lead. And there's the call on Jones. That is his first foul of the game. Anthony's checked in for Robert Covington. Then for the Nets, Nicholas Claxton's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Green comes in for Kevin Durant. And it's Kyrie Irving in for James Harden. Now here's Brown. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Irving, good. And the Nets lead by 4.
He's going to get it done all over the floor, outside, inside, mid-range. Irving's their man.
And a wide-open look for McCollum. Nailed from three-point land. McCollum's got 10 points.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
We see this all too often. You have to be willing to put in the work.
Now here is Harris. Irving passes to Claxton. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. 6 points for him.
Nice pass. I mean, putting in work on the interior, you gotta love it.
And so they foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
For the Trailblazers, Cantor checked in for Nurkic. Hollis Jefferson comes in for Jones. And it's Powell in for C.J. McCollum. The Nets also changing it up. Griffin's checked in for Joe Harris. And Luwawu subbed in for Brown. But they'll get another chance. Powell, no one around him, and he hits it to tie the game up. Powell's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Irving kicks to Luwawu-Cabarrot. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Simons, he's checked in for Damian Lillard. Claxton, no good.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
And the rebound goes to Griffin. Nets have gone an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8. Pass to Claxton. Back to Irving. Hands it from short range. Irving's got 4 points this quarter.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Here's Simons. It's deflected. Luwawu-Cabarrot kicks to Irving. Griffin passes to Irving. Shoots over Cantor. That's tipped.
We don't talk much about his defense. I mean, Cantor has been much maligned for his work at that end. But he's been making a better effort.
And we just finished the... And while we can, now let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
and definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard with the pass right on the money.
Oh, beautiful feed. Always a luxury to have a big man who can see the whole floor.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Now a timeout called by Brooklyn.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
Yeah, I like the chess match that's going on here. Each team trying to find and exploit the favorable matchup on the floor.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, during that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Brooklyn's head coach said to the team. He said, this is what we play for, fellas. Let's knock them on their heels right out of the timeout. Show them how much you want it. Go get it. He really is fired up about this game, Kevin.
On the court for the Nets, getting the fourth quarter going. They've got Luwawu. Green is out there with Griffin. Then there's Irving. And it's Claxton in at the 5, down low. Now a timeout called by Portland. Here's Simons. The pass to Pop. Here's Cantor. Passes it to Simons. Back to Cantor. Picked away. Irving kicks to Luwawu Cabarro. Claxton the pass to Griffin. Makes it off the glass. Griffin's got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Nets.
Yeah, that was the third straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Here's Simons. Anthony on the wing. Shot clock at 6. Releases. The offensive rebound. Cantor. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Well, known for his unique personality, Cantor also remains a solid role player, someone his teammates enjoy playing with.
So for the Trailblazers, Derek Jones, he's checked in for Rondé Hollis-Jefferson. Colin comes in for Norman Powell, and Damian Lillard subbed in for Anfernee Simons. And the Nets also making a change. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Here's Luwawu. At the elbow, Griffin. And a wide open look for Irving. Shot's good. Griffin making the play. And the Nets lead by 5.
Well, this is what Griffin gives you. Excellent vision, excellent decision-making with the ball in his hands.
Lillard from outside. Jordan with the rebound.
He's done almost no damage from three-point range in this game. No threes in this half, and only one in the first.
Durant's checked in for Brooklyn. James Harden comes in for Luwawu Cabarro. Now, here is Harden. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. Oh, good with the triple. The Trailblazers have gone 0-3 to start the fourth quarter. And it's sent back by KD.
Durant has arms that just keep on going and going and going. You aren't going to be able to just get a shot by him.
Harden outside. Over in the corner, Green. Back to Harden. Here's Jordan. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. Jordan's got the lead up to 7 now for the Nets. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Here's Lillard. Cantor kicks to Lillard. Goes back up. And foul on. And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Now here is Harris. Durant in the corner. Out of bounds. Portland takes possession. There's 1:54 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Lillard against Irving. Shot, high post. Portland with a new 14. Jones dishes to McCollum. From outside, off the mark. Nets leading by 5. Here's Harden. And it's Harden slamming it down.
I mean, come on, man. Harden is ridiculously clever, including how he decides to posterize you. A superb athlete.
Now, here's Lillard. Traps in the trade. Lillard's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Gotta admire the passion Lillard plays, but he knows he loves having the ball in his hands.
Harden with it. Left side, Irving. For 3, Harris. And there's the call on Jones. That's foul number 2 for him. Here is Harden. Just 5 on the clock. Pass to Jordan. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. And the Nets lead by 6.
Well, it's easy to see how Harden's been the league's top assist man before. I mean, he makes the special feed.
Lillard attacking.
And Lillard is known for being a clutch shooter. He's the guy they go to. He's the guy they believe in.
Brooklyn with the ball. And here's Irving. Harden surveying the D. Harris passes to Jordan. Lillard against Irving. On the wing, Harden. Jordan, great positioning on the putback.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
This is no let-up. You know, this is the kind of hard-nosed competitiveness that wins games.
Lillard with no one around. Trifecta.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
But it had to be. These days, you need to stretch the floor somewhat to make everything else work.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
It's the first that gives them a 4-point cushion.
Well, look, I love how Harden does a little bit of everything. Aggressive score, solid rebounder, superb passer, and he's also improving on the defensive end. It's a wrap. Any chance they may have had for a comeback?
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap it up. And a look behind the curtain here. Final preparations for the... And the injury report for both teams. Players who will not be available tonight.
And with both teams at less than full strength, we'll have to see which side is able to remain more effective.
Here are the starters for Brooklyn. Brown out there with Harden. Then there's Harris. Then it's Jordan. And it's KD in at the 4. And for Los Angeles, they've got Ivica Zubac. Patrick Beverly out there with Paul George. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Morris in at the 4-man position. Plenty of experience, Greg, on the floor tonight. How does that shape what we're about to see, do you think?
You know, Kevin, this is one of those games where guys are going to be smart out on the floor. They're going to be in the right positions to make plays. And honestly, this could come down to who makes the bigger, tougher shots.
Now here's Harden. From downtown, KD can't get it to go.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
Durant against Morris. And stolen by Harris. Here's Brown. The second effort. No good that time. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Beverly against Jordan. Stolen by Harden. And here's the fast break. Jordan leading the way. And the foul called on Marcus Morris. That is his first foul of the game. To the paint. Kicks it out to Harden. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Jordan.
What a pretty look. DeAndre Jordan, to have that kind of touch on your passing, such a quality piece for a big man.
Now, here's George. Passes it to Morris. Fires from 18. That's no good. Misses his first shot of the night.
Boy, he was wide open. You wonder, did he overthink it? That's a missed opportunity.
And DeAndre Jordan, not the same impact center he once was, but he's done a great job of acting as a leader for this team.
Well, you think about DeAndre Jordan's career, Greg, and over the course of time, he's played a number of different roles. What you like about what he did this past season is, even though in a changing role, he still tried to make an impact. That's called being a teammate. Well, Joe Harris staying engaged on the defensive end. Nice anticipation to get that steal.
Zubac, the tip in on the offensive rebound.
And that ends the struggle. You could feel the tensions in the building with each miss.
And you've got to be able to show some resiliency, right? Keep pounding away, and it finally falls for you.
And Brooklyn has possession after the Clippers pick up 2. Harden the pass to Harris. The three-pointer is right on target.
Well, catch and shoot. Is that Joe Harris's specialty? I think it is.
About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Beverly looking around. Inside, here's Leonard. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Yeah, Patrick Beverly making it easy for his teammate to score.
Here's Brown. Back to Harden. Now the pass to Harris. 6 on the shot clock. Lobs it up for Jordan. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Here's George. Here's Zubac. Outside for George. Knocks down the 3-ball.
Well, the 3-ball has become one of the best attributes that Paul George brings to the table. Great form, great touch.
Harden outside. Pass to KD. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Gets a hand on it.
This guy is putting his fingerprints all over the game in this quarter. He has flat out dominated the offensive end.
50 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Pass to Zubac and stolen by Jordan. And here comes Brown, leading the fast break. Harden kicks to Brown. Back to Jordan. Nets passing it around. And it's Brown missing.
And you can tell right there, the defense is totally fine with him shooting that. That's not his game.
Morris passes to Zubac. Right side, George. It's stolen by Brown. Oh, and here comes Kevin Durant all alone. And slam dunk by Jordan.
Okay, Kevin Durant scanning the floor, looking for opportunities. Make your teammates feel good. Nice.
Here's George. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Brooklyn ahead. They're up by... And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And taking a look at the Nets' performance here, guys, what jumps out to you, stats-wise?
Well, you can see these guys are unafraid to take chances defensively.
Well, very disruptive in that first period. They never allowed the offense to get comfortable.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. Setting the floor for the Clippers. Rajon Rondo is out there with Jackson. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins. Then there's Batum. And it's Kennard in at the small forward position. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Sees his man, has the angle on the interior, and drops a dime right there.
Brooklyn shooting their first free throw of the game. No doubt, Greg, you were known being a gritty, in-your-face defender. And when you think of the most hard-nosed point guards in the NBA today, who comes to mind?
For me, I think Chris Paul, I go first because this guy, one, he's a phenomenal two-way player. He'll do whatever it takes to win, even if that means pushing the envelope a little bit. Pat Beverly is another guy, just a flat-out bulldog. Marcus Smart, I think, falls into that category. Again, it's not always about being the most talented, but if you bring an edge about you, that really permeates throughout your team. So those are some guys. Drew Holiday is another guy I'd throw into that mix as well.
Yeah, they all lock in. You're right.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Now, here's Kennard. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And we're now about a minute and a half into the second quarter. Irving from long range. Buries it from three-point range. Irving's got the lead up to 11 now for the Nets.
Boy, have they gotten hot here in the second quarter. No wonder they're in front.
Down low. Here's Cousins. Second shot opportunity. That shot is off. The Nets go the other way with it. Passes it to Llewellyn. Back to Irving. Kicks it to Green. From deep. It's Reggie Jackson with the rebound. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for Los Angeles. They trail by 11. And the shot goes down.
And good to see Jackson finish closer in. Not a guard who just chucks up threes. Can find the creases with that handle.
Now, here is Irving. To the middle. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. And the Nets lead by 11.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Here's Cousins, and Cousins throws it down.
Well, quality shots usually translate to great percentages. The chippy for DeMarcus Cousins with authority.
Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. Green up on top, defended by Batum. Shot clock at 5. Here's Claxton. Here's Griffin. Nice work on the boards, paying off with the basket.
And ever since entering the league, that's been one of Griffin's favorite ways to score, attacking that offensive glass.
Now here's Jackson. And the pass to Kennard. Griffin grabs the board. Brooklyn leading by 11. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Now the feed to Green. Lets it go. It's good from in tight. Green's got 5 points in the quarter.
What a find by Griffin. He's a lot more skilled as a passer than he gets credit for as far as power forwards go. He has terrific vision.
Here's Oturu, and that one is hammered home.
Well, he's such a good athlete for a center. It's how he's able to succeed despite being one of the smallest fives in the NBA.
Irving passes to Llewellyn. There's 47 seconds left in the first half of the game. Here's Irving. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Boy, terrific read. Kyrie Irving understands what the defense is giving him and takes advantage.
Pass to Kennard. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That's his first foul. A platoon swap here for the Clippers. So for the Nets. And here's Morris for 3. There's 25 seconds left in the first half.
Yeah, they've raised their shooting percentage in this quarter, and they're starting to get on track.
Now here's Harden. And George gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. 11 seconds left in the second quarter. Harden outside. From deep. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets. Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings. Brooklyn did not hesitate to set the pace. They did it just the way it was drawn up.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. We've seen Kevin Durant really having a great game.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
So for Brooklyn now, Harris is out there with Durant. Then it's Harden. Then there's Brown. And it's Jordan in at the 5. The Clippers shooting their first free throw this game. And Kawhi Leonard with a very analytical approach to the game. Studies angles, movement, trying to groove in on perfect mechanics. I mean, he does it all.
Yeah, Kev, that goes back to his favorite high school subject, which was math. And think about how precisely he has built his game. He started at the free throw line, then went to the low post, and now has added the range game. Very analytic approach. Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
Morris, no good.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
And that one drops.
When you drive to the cup, you do it with a purpose. And Joe Harris mixing up his attack right there.
Here's George following the bucket by the Nets. And it's KD with the rebound. Durant's got his 5th rebound in this one. Harden the pass to Jordan. Harris outside. There's the dish to Harden. And there's the call on Patrick Beverley. That is his first foul of the game. And Los Angeles with some changes. Man's checked in. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Patrick Beverley. And we just got a second look there at the exceptional mobile 1 block.
Hey guys, that's about as good a defensive play as you'll see. Instant reaction to get a hand to the shot.
Now here is Harris. 5 points in the game. Offensive rebound, Jordan. On the wing, Harris. Outside, KD. Nets passing it around. Harden finds KD. Clock at 4. The Nets need to get a shot off here. And there's Jordan. That's good on the assist by Harden.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Now here's Rondo. No points in the game yet for him. Out to Morris. Harris against Leonard. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. And Kawhi Leonard, one of the league's most dominant rebounders, Doris, from the wing position.
Board man gets paid. That was his motto from back in high school and college. It's all about hard work and earning your keep, according to Kawhi.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for Jordan. Green comes in for Kevin Durant. And it's Kyrie Irving in for Harris. Now here's Irving. Back to Griffin. And Griffin slams it in.
You love the leadership of Kyrie Irving from the lead guard position. Yes, he's looking to score, but he's adept at finding the open teammate.
And that's an intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter.
Well, there's an unpredictability to his offensive game. He is always keeping the defense off balance.
Harden dishes to Griffin. Inside. And the slam by Blake Griffin.
And that's the trademark Griffin finish. Get in tight, elevate, and throw it down with authority. Big fella is a beast down low.
Now here's Beverly. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. On the wing, George. Beverly against Harden. Floats it up for Cousins. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
Well, nice finish. DeMarcus has the ability to absorb contact and still make the play.
1:25 left in the third. Harden the pass to Griffin. It's Brown on the wing. 6 to shoot. Griffin finds Irving. That drops. And it comes off an assist from Griffin. Griffin's got 3 assists in the game. Beverly the pass to George. And it's George finishing it off.
Don't sleep on Paul George's verticality. How nice was that finish?
Nets leading by 9. Now Irving. He's got 7. Griffin dishes to Harden. Back to Griffin. Harden scanning the floor. And the slam by Blake Griffin.
And while his ability to score gets so much attention, Harden demonstrating why he's also regarded as an elite level passer.
Cousins, the pass to Beverly. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. That is good. And the Nets lead is cut down now to just 9 in the bucket for Morris.
Yeah, quick trigger. And from that range, if he senses the defenders have backed off, forget about it.
Harden outside. There's the triple. He can't get that one to fall. The shot, no good. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets in control with the 9-point lead to end the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. They've got Jackson. He's out there with Luke Kennard. Batuma's out there with DeMarcus Cousins. And it's Oturu in a power forward. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Irving misses. Clippers trail by 9. Here's Jackson. Count that bucket.
You know, he's been giving them points, but they still can't seem to get over the hump tonight.
Irving with it. Outside, Green. Dishes to Griffin. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. And the Nets lead by 9.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
I'll tell you, we have seen great execution from both teams. Neither one giving an inch here.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
Joe Harris is checked in for Jeff Green. Pass to Irving. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. Passes it to Luau. Fires the three. Sinks the triple. And now it's a 12-point Brooklyn lead. You and I have talked about how the NBA Finals used to be tape delayed. What's the value of fans getting to see the broadcast live now as opposed to tape delayed as it was back in the 70s?
Isn't that weird to even think that that's the case?
I know
but,
it.
You know, I think, Kev, that the fans, they just feel more connected to their favorite teams, the end players. It creates more anxiety, right? Because nowadays there's nothing that can happen that you don't know about it, whether you see it or not. So live sports, especially the NBA Finals, the anticipation, that anxiety that we talked about, man, I'm still a fan to this day in a different way. So I can only imagine when you have a personal vested interest in a team, what that's got to feel like.
Edge of your seat, you're right. Cousins, the pass to Oturu. Here's Luau. In the corner, it's Harris. Outside, Griffin. Lets it go from deep. Rebound by the Clippers. A decent amount of time left as they try to find a way back into it.
Yeah, but it will be soon if they don't start cutting into this deficit.
Jackson has the open look. Here's Cousins, and then Cousins with the dunk.
Let's remember that a 7'6" wingspan accompanies the frame of DeMarcus Cousins. Somebody might want to box him out.
And now we've got the intentional foul. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Harden the pass to Jordan. Nets passing it around. Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. Harden outside. 5 on the clock. Luau-Cabarrot kicks to Harden. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Zubac has got his fourth rebound in this one. George passes to Morris. Beverly wide open. His three-pointers off the mark. Brooklyn leading by 10. Left side, Harris. This one for three. They get it back, and there's the pass to Luau. Great look, but off the mark. The Clippers running out of time. They've only given up 5 points here in the fourth quarter. Beverly for three. Jordan with the rebound. Harden with it. George picks him up. Luau-Cabarrot kicks to Durant. Hits it from three-point range. Durant's got the lead up to 13 now for Brooklyn.
And there's no doubt about this one. Playing with a lot of confidence tonight. It's a statement victory for the Nets.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Yeah, I think you're on point, Kevin. They got better looks, and that tends to lead to a better field goal percentage.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Blake Griffin.
What you love about his performance is that he is simply taking what the defense allows and then making the most of his opportunities.
Harris outside. Stolen by Beverly.
Not enough ticks left on the clock to save them tonight.
I'll tell you, it's never an easy point in the game, knowing whatever you do, you're still coming away with the L.
And how's that for a one-man show? Put this fella on Broadway.
The most magnificent alley-oop we could have seen. Durant, no good. Now, here's George. Guarded closer.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. The solo alley-oop? That's not something we see too often.
Timed perfectly. Caught the defense totally off guard. It's stolen by Morris. And so it's Brooklyn with the win. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
You know, Kevin, I sense that as well. I mean, they really did feed off all of that negative energy this crowd was directing at.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that about wraps it. Up next, the Bucks taking on the Nets. The Milwaukee Bucks. Welcome, everybody, to another presentation of Hey, Dave.
Hey, Kevin.
Terrific. David, thanks. Short a rotation play. Nothing that they can't overcome, but it does shrink their margin for error just a bit.
They're missing a quality player. Injuries a big part of the game. They've just got to make the adjustments.
Here are the starters for Brooklyn. DeAndre Jordan is out there with Durant. Then there's Brown. Then it's Harden. And it's Harris in at the 3 slot. And for the Bucks, Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday. And it's Middleton in at the 3 spot. DiVincenzo against Jordan. And there's KD. That's good on the assist by Jordan. Greg, we've got 2 terrific highlight-making teams, both athletic in so many ways.
You know, it makes me hearken all the way back to college, and one of my teammates, Stacey Ogden, one of the greatest athletes I ever played alongside. Boy, we're going to see a lot of his impact in tonight's game.
Giannis against Durant. Middleton outside. Lets the 3 fly. Rebounded by the Nets. And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. Harden the pass to Jordan. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time.
And while his ability to score gets so much attention, Harden demonstrating why he's also regarded as an elite level passer.
Antetokounmpo dishes to Holiday. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
How about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
And last season, Giannis Antetokounmpo welcoming his first child into the world.
And maybe now an MVP at home as a most valuable papa. The mother of his son was a volleyball player in her day, so you got to think, as this kid grows up, maybe the recruits are sending letters already. DeAndre Jordan, I don't think he's shot more than 10 shots outside the paint the last few years, so dunking is what he does.
Antetokounmpo against KD. Lobbed up there for Lopez. And the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
So close to getting the block there. You can live with those calls because you'd rather have a guy playing aggressive instead of playing it safe.
There's the feed to KD. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. The shot by Middleton, wide open. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. For Brooklyn, they've gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. And Harris, wide open. He shoots, and a miss there on the triple. And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for the Bucks. Trailing by 2. Kicks it down to Middleton. From outside the arc, Jordan with the rebound. And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Down low, it's stolen by Antetokounmpo. And it's the Bucks on the break. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
You know how you want to tell people don't let Giannis get too close? Well, one step past half court, he's too close.
Harden the pass to Jordan. Back to Harden. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Jordan with it. And Holiday picks him up defensively. Here's Harris. Lays it up and banks it in.
Now just all alone down there. Credit goes to DeAndre for finding him. That's a nice pass.
Here's Holiday. Lopez outside. Fires for 3. Rebound, Brooklyn. Jordan's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Brown outside. The 3 from KD. Out to Harris. Fires the 3. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Jordan. Jordan's got 3 assists now in this one. 50 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Antetokounmpo looking over the floor. Passes to Middleton. Pulls up on the wing. No good on that one. And it's the Nets taking it the other way. Lopez against Harris. And out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for the Bucks. Pat Connaughton comes in for Dante DiVincenzo. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Antetokounmpo dishes to Holiday. Back to Giannis. Shoots a fader. Here's Tucker. A putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And Giannis just gobbling up the rebound, just spreads his wing out there, and ball falls right into it.
And the foul on Drew Holiday. That's his first foul. Here's Irving. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Nets lead by 3. And the second quarter will be on the way when we come back.
I ain't got no credit, but I got the cash.
And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And from Brooklyn guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
I couldn't ask for a better one right now. Just a complete rhythm by all the guys who got some minutes. Wonderful start.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's out. Oh!
No way.
And this is how a floor leader makes a statement. Martin just put the other team on notice. Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Luwawu is checked in for the Nets. Here is Forbes. Five to shoot. Basket good. Forbes has got his first bucket in this one.
Well, you love to see that strong move, and he just took command. Defense way too late to stop that.
Irving passes to Griffin. Here's Claxton, guarded by Tucker. Pass break, Milwaukee. Here's Connaughton, throws down the breakaway jam.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
How about the sequence in its entirety? Momentum swing, and you love the effort here.
He was all alone on that one. Irving's got his first 3 points of the game.
Yeah, that's one of the more dangerous shots. The form, the quick release, everything for Kyrie in sync.
Forbes the pass to Tucker. And now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second quarter. He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. He's on his way to the free throw line.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here.
Had a success rate from the line last year of about 78%.
Outside Griffin. Back to Irving. Unloads from 13. Here's Green. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. And the Nets lead by 3.
Yeah, put some students in the classroom, because that's exactly how you move the ball. Kyrie terrific at spotting the open man, and then you got to get it to him.
Here is Forbes. To the inside. Whoops, they pick off the pass. Oh, and a fast break for the Nets. Green with the ball.
And that's how to make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. And he gets it to go. Forbes has got 4 points in the quarter. And Greg, you play with some big personalities. Talk about the best way to manage egos and conflicts in the locker room. That's a very interesting topic.
No doubt about it. You know, Kev, first thing you learn from middle school on, your team is your family. And let's face it, all families have spats, and so do teams. We just learn to never personalize those things, never leave any stone unturned. Like, don't let things fester. When there are issues, you address them. And if you're not taking things personally, you tend to be able to work through whatever issues you may come in front of.
Good advice. Milwaukee shooting their second and third shots at the line right here. And the first one at the line is good. And the Bucks with some changes. Antetokounmpo's checked in for P.J. Tucker. Dante DiVincenzo comes in for Chris Middleton. And it's Drew Holiday in for Bryn Forbes.
Well, it's interesting to watch him because he's putting his body on the line to get to the line. We didn't see this during the first quarter, but he's making up for it here.
Back to Harden. From past the arc. That's good from Harris on the assist by Harden. Harris has got the lead up to 6 now for the Nets.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Holiday, Portis trying to free himself. Drops in the layup for 2.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint. And as much as Holiday brings to your offense, it's his defense that's repeatedly recognized.
Well, when you make all NBA defensive teams and you're smart and strong and quick like Drew Holiday is, I think not only does the reputation start to build, but your confidence in disrupting somebody else by playing that way is something you rely on.
Shooting foul. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Kept alive. Another shot. Lopez with the block.
Excellent off-ball awareness as Brook was able to get over there and swat it away.
Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile 1 block.
And you can see the mindset he has. When the game's this close, he's going to bring it at that end of the floor. Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
Yeah, appreciate the work right now on the defensive end.
Shot clock at 6. Goes up again.
Well, without the D from Holiday there, that shot probably has a better chance of going in. His hustle altered that attempt.
Here's Connaughton. Can't tie it up as that one misses. And it's Brook Lopez with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Brooklyn's gotten both of their 3-point attempts to go down here in the second quarter. Now Harden. And the pass to Brown. Here's Durant.
I think it's natural to tense up when Giannis is in the area, especially as a shooter.
So that'll be it for the first half.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sport. Brooklyn found themselves in a close game in the first. The period came to a close with that. That's all for now. Say goodbye to the...
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Nice game, great performance by Harris.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure Coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
So for Brooklyn now, Harden out there with Brown. Then it's Joe Harris. Then it's Jordan. And it's Durant in at the 4-man position. And here's Middleton bringing it up now for Milwaukee. A 2-point game. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Dishes to Lopez. Back to Antetokounmpo. It's good. This game is all even. Antetokounmpo's got 6.
So impressive, the fortitude, the will to battle back, but it did take a lot of energy to get here.
Well, they didn't really have a choice at the position that they were. They had to fight hard. They've gotten that. They've outworked the other team, just fighting to them.
Harris misses.
And I love the way he uses his size there to make sure he gets that board.
And Giannis throws it down.
A little quickness from Antetokounmpo there, blows right past the D.
Brooklyn's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Brown against DiVincenzo. Back to Harden. Pass to Jordan. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Harden's got 4 assists in the game.
Love that pick and roll right there. DeAndre Jordan completes the play and very efficient at doing so.
Harden against Holiday.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. Brooklyn trailing. Harden the pass to Jordan. And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. It's Brown with the drive to the paint. He's looking for Jordan and finds him. Harden inside the three-point line. Offensive rebound, Nets. Durant wide open. He fires. And there's Jordan putting it right back in. Jordan's got it all tied up now for the Nets.
Well, DeAndre Jordan dominates this game on both ends around the glass.
Holiday with it. Picked up by Brown. There's the lob to the hoop. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. And there's the whistle, called a clear path foul there. Yep. And he'll shoot 2 at the line. It's his first trip to the line. Now the free throw is good. Now leading by 1. You know, winning that championship as you did, Greg, for UNLV, many people don't remember you played much of that season with a broken jaw.
Well, Kevin, I don't remember much of it, to be honest with you. It was pretty hazy. I lost 19 pounds over the course of the season.
Oh,
I was
goodness.
championship night. I was 168 pounds.
No kidding.
Yeah. Well, I was wired shut for 8 weeks. Did miss a game, but I tell you what, I don't know if I would do that today. But, you know, it did turn out well with the championship.
As I recall, you broke it against Fresno State, correct?
Yes, got my legs taken out from under me and broke the fall with my face.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, ouch.
Shifty with his speed, incredible ball handling. So hard to guard Kyrie, but so thrilling to sit here and watch it all up close.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
But they recover it. Knocks down the 10-footer. Irving's got the lead up to 7 now for the Nets.
When you make shots like that, Kyrie is showing just how confident he is in his offensive ability.
Now here's DiVincenzo. He's covered closely.
That's the only kind of defense that's going to cut the mustard here tonight. You got to stay on top of a guy like that who can play at such a high level offensively.
Irving passes to Green. Rebounded by the Bucks. Here's Forbes over Irving. Gets the bucket and the foul. It's going to be on Kyrie Irving.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Milwaukee shooting the 6th attempt at the free throw line tonight. Brooklyn leading by 4, and an intentional foul right there. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Brook Lopez is checked in for Bobby Portis. Giannis Antetokounmpo comes in for P.J. Tucker. Chris Middleton's checked in for Pat Connaughton. And it's Drew Holiday in for Bryn Forbes. Irving passes to Llewellyn. Here's the 3, and that's good. Kyrie Irving for 3. Irving's got 8 points in the quarter.
Making the easy shots and the tough shots. He's on top of his game.
Holiday gets the bucket.
This is how you ruin an opposing team's defense. Holiday runs inside and finds the easy shot there.
Outside, Green. Pass to Claxton. The Nets working the ball around now. Here's Luwawu. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Antetokounmpo's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Middleton can't get it to go. And so Griffin will bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets, leading by 5.
Defense shaking their heads. No idea how to stop him in this quarter. He's got him on the ropes.
For Milwaukee, they've gone 5 of 9 on field goal attempts since halftime. Holiday, and it's slammed in by Holiday.
That is a vicious dunk from Holiday there. When you give him room to run, he can take off just like that.
And it's good, 2 points.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Outside Irving. Takes the 13-footer. No good on the last second attempt there. What a performance for Kyrie Irving. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
You know, anytime a guy's in the post and the teammates know he's unselfish, great player movement can create an opportunity just like that.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this 4th quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Lopez in at the 5 spot. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. Irving kicks to Luwawu Cabarro. Outside Griffin. Pass to Luwawu. Outside for Griffin. Brooklyn needs to get off a shot here. Luwawu's shot is off. The Bucks trail. And Holiday, here we go. Good, and the assist goes to Giannis.
They are attacking the rim and getting great results.
And for Brooklyn, they're shooting at 52% from the field. They're clicking. The pass to Irving. Count that as his 7th field goal in 9 tries. He's shooting 78%.
Feels like Kyrie locked in right now. No let up in his offensive attack, and he's hot.
The drive by Giannis. He gets it in there.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
4th quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Outside Griffin. They kick it out to Green. Rebound, Giannis Antetokounmpo. Giannis has got his 7th rebound here tonight. The shot by Holiday, no good. The Nets have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the 4th quarter. And now they decide to foul intentionally. And the Bucks with some changes. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Dante DiVincenzo. On the wing, Harris. And the Nets miss again. Bucks have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the 4th. Holiday gets the bucket.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Brown inside. Harden finds Brown. Harris outside. Jordan controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Man, how many times do we see DJ just devastate teams with dunks like that?
Holiday against Harden. The shot by Holiday, no good. And he commits the intentional foul. And the Bucks with some changes. Antetokounmpo comes in for P.J. Tucker. And it's Pat Connaughton in for Bryn Forbes. Harden surveying the D. In the corner, it's Harris. Now here's Giannis. Here's Connaughton.
really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
Timeout called the Nets. One of the stories here, Drew Holiday getting it done today.
Yeah, he's just torching them right now. A good decision to huddle up, kind of hit the reset button, and figure out how to slow his roll.
And now, let's present our New Balance Player of the Game, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And his percentage from the field tonight seems almost made up. I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success shooting the basketball. You need a little bit of luck, a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot of talent.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to listen in on what the Nets head coach was going over with his team. He told them, look, guys, we're running out of time. If we're going to make a move, it's got to be now. Are you guys ready to make a move? They all nodded, and he said, then go take it, Kevin.
And KD throws it down.
And he sort of had that look in his eyes. Durant staying cool in a clutch moment.
Holiday dishes to Antetokounmpo. 1:35 left in the fourth. Good D by Jordan. And Durant gets it to go. The assist from Harden. Harden's got his 5th assist in this one. And here is Antetokounmpo. And Durant sends it back.
The large wingspan of Durant on full display. What a block there.
1:16 left in the game. Holiday against Harden. Six on the shot clock. Money!
That is world class.
Love seeing that there. A huge possession, and he nets it.
Giannis with it. Yes!
Big-time shot from young Giannis there. He feels more and more comfortable in these big moments.
There's 42 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Harden outside. Pass to Irving. Back to Harden.
Inside just a bit too congested for him to get the usual shot he would have with River.
So they foul intentionally. Dante DiVincenzo. He's checked in for Milwaukee. And the Nets making a change here as well. Brown is checked in for Irving. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Yeah, you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
Well, it's interesting as Giannis has grown in this league. The Greek Freak we know is so versatile, just competing to be one of the best players in the business.
Back to Harden. Kicks to Harris. Back to Harden. The three from KD. So a close game sees Milwaukee taking. All right, David.
you